Yes, I am. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to my live stream. If you don't know who I am, my name is Lannie. I'm a personal trainer out here in New York State. And if you live in the tri-state area, which is Connecticut, New Jersey, and the New York State area, and you're looking for a personal trainer, I can be your guy. I have close to 7 years experience in working out and eating clean and just taking care of my health overall. So if you're looking for a trainer who could really help you with the motivation, help you become disciplined, help you with the food, and just help you in every which way, shape, and form to become a healthier version of yourself, I can be your guy. Yeah, man. Today I'm gonna do some chest with a flat bench and some incline. I'm gonna do flat bench with the barbell. I'm gonna do incline with dumbbells. Yeah, see how I could do today, man. I just got off the treadmill. You see I'm sweating. I literally just got off my treadmill, man. Got to get in my cardio 5 days a week. Get in the cardio. You got to do cardio, especially if you want to lose some weight. I put myself on a challenge, a 6 month challenge from, as you can see, the video say this is the 41st day because I started actually in December, but December was very busy with work. So I actually couldn't really keep up daily, so it's a 5 day challenge, Monday to Friday, with the cardio. The lifting weights, I lift weights every day. And the eating clean, I eat clean for the past 6.5, close to 7 years. Since I started the journey of losing weight and becoming a healthy version of myself, the food is a part of who I am now. Like eating clean and always being cautious of what I'm eating, it always is always in my head. Every time I look at certain food, I'm like, no, it smells good, it looks good, but I know it's not good for me. Because I used to be close to 400 pounds and I knew what I ate to get me to 400 pounds, so I know exactly what to not eat no more. So yeah, and it been working out because I love my new life. I love the way things has been for me, like I love the fact that I could actually run for a long period of time. I could actually walk for a long period of time. I love to eat clean. I love to eat vegetables. I love the fact that I don't drink soda, I don't drink juice. My favorite beverage is water, and I love it. It wasn't easy, but now I could very proudly say that I love my lifestyle when coming to my health, when coming to my overall lifestyle, meaning that for the better of myself. You know, that's it, man. And I'm very godly. I'm a very godly person. I believe in God. I respect God. I worship God, and I live my life under the rules of God. The rules of God, that's the rules I follow. So no matter what rules man or women might made, people can make their rules. But I think the most importantly, if you're a human being that follow God's rules, you will never have problems in this world. I honestly think so, so I follow God's rules, which don't do bad to people. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt help thy neighbor, be respectful, be kind, be courteous, be caring to others. Like those are the rules that God has made centuries and centuries of years ago. So that's the rules I live by God rules. And my life been going very good. I don't bother people, I help people. I don't talk bad about people, I respect people. And I honestly think that the people that comes in your life on an everyday basis, people that you meet, people that you have interaction with throughout your journey, it's a reason. I honestly think it's a reason. Everything that happened in our lives, every single thing that happened in our lives is for a reason. Because a lot of people get upset when people close to them betray them. And I had people close to me betray me. I'm talking about people who I did everything for, people who I cared about with all my heart, people who I would give my last dollar to. I had them turned around and betray me. Plan with others. Literally have planned with others to see bad happen to me or to be a part of something bad happening. So I done had my share of betrayal. So I'm sitting here talking from experience, and a lot of people battle when other people that they love, that they knew for years, betray them. But I firmly believe that people come into your lives to teach you stuff about yourself. When someone that you love, that you knew for 10 years, for 5 years, for 2 years, 3 years, a year, whatever it might be, come into your life and you form a relationship with that person. And you always do your best. You always did your best in that relationship as a friend. You always been there for that person, and that person turn around and betray you. It's a reason, because that person in reality was not meant to stay in your life forever. That person came into your life and teach you something. Believe it or not, a lot of people get angry and look for revenge, and I was one of those people. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I used to be one of those people at first, you know, at first when people started betraying me and planning and doing bad to me, the first thing that came to my head, like, oh, these people think that that I'm a sucker, that I'm soft, I'm this. But then I started, I started thinking and thinking, I'm like, bro, if my grandparents would have been here, the first thing my grandma, especially my grandmother, she would have told me, she would have said, listen, just leave it in the hands of God and his family. Just keep in mind that everything happens for a reason. That used to be my grandmother's favorite thing to tell me. Just always, she used to always tell me, keep in mind that everything that happens to you for a reason. So don't go out looking for revenge. Just leave it in the hands of God and his family. And she used to always tell me, think about why this happened. And older I became, older I'm getting every single day, I'm like, those are incredibly accurate words. Because people come into your life, sometimes some people will come into your life for a week. That you'll have a good friendship with somebody for a week. Sometimes people come into your life for 10 years that you have a great friendship with. And then all of a sudden, you find out that they're betraying you. But what you don't understand, for the entire 10 years you've been friends with that person never had you good at heart. That person never had you good at heart, but at the same time, you needed that person around you to show you who you really are. Because as we grow, as we go through life, we are going to change every single day. And a lot of times for us to change, something has to happen for us to change, to become something different. Something has to adjust in our lives. Whenever we have to adjust our lives to become a different version of ourselves, to become a different person, to, just to grow and evolve, believe it or not, something has to happen. So whenever people betray you and talk bad about you, or wish bad upon you, or plot against you, it's a reason you let them go. It's a reason at that point that the relationship ended. Don't hold grudges, don't be mad, because you have to come to the realization that everybody who comes in your life, they might come for a week or they might come for 20 years. But the day you find out that they're betraying you and talking bad about you, you probably just found that out. But for the whole 20 years you knew that person always talked bad about you. That's just how you have to look at it. So the reason that you're separating yourself now after 20 years is just to show you who you have became in those 20 years. Just think about it. A lot of people don't think about it like that. A lot of people just get mad. They get super angry, dude. Like when people betray them and talk bad about them, people that they know and they confide in, people that they told the deepest, darkest secret to. If they find out those people is talking bad about them and hoping bad things happen to them and plotting against them, dude, they get very angry. That's a normal human being reaction. Once again, I was that human being. When I found out people that was close to me was betraying me, my immediate reaction was like, what? Okay. But then I started just going back into when my grandparents was alive, when I was growing up, and my grandmother used to always tell me, like, when people around you that you love, that you treated kindly every single day, that you never betrayed them. But when they betray you, it's a reason they betrayed you. Is the reason, and she said the main reason for them for the betrayal is for you to move on with your life. But you have to sit back and think about, for the 10 years you knew that person. It's a reason you met that person. It's a reason that you met that person, have a conversation with that person, a reason that you cared about that person. But after those 10 years, you have to realize that you became a different person. You became completely different because that person was around you. So don't take it as a negative thing when you find out that person is talking bad about you or betraying you or plotting against you. Don't take it in a bad way. Just cut ties with that person. And just keep in mind that you grew. For those 10 years you knew that person, you actually grew and you're a different person now. So now this is the right time for you to find out so you could cut ties with that person. Think about it, man. But I'm gonna do some chest today, guys. I'm gonna get on the workout. I know the intro was a little long, but that's what I do. I lift weights and I just have conversation with myself here. Oh. Ooh, that was good. It's a nice warm up set. Yeah, man. So a lot of people take when people close to them betray them and they take it very personal. You know, as long as somebody doesn't physically put their hands on you or physically do something to you to cause pain, I don't think you should ever make other people words or other people intentions bring you and make you into a person that you don't need to become, you know, because talk is cheap, you know. So if I found out that I knew you for 10 years and I find out after 10 years you're talking bad about me, you're wishing bad things happen to me, you're hoping and praying for my downfall, I won't take that personal. Now, at this point in my life, I won't take it personal. It's just time for me to cut ties with you. It's nothing personal. You know, it's just time for me to cut ties with you, man, because I'm a firm believer that everything in life happens for a reason. You know, a lot of people don't think like that. A lot of people don't realize, man, that because you have to sit back and you have to think. When something happens to you that you don't like, just pause for a second. Take a time out and just sit back and think. Stay by yourself, go to the park, just take a time out. Clear your mind and just think. Why? Why did this happen? Like, I've been doing everything good. You know, I'm working, I'm not doing no bad, I'm helping people, I'm praying to God every day. I'm doing what's right in life. But why did this happen to me? And you right there, I'm telling you, you're gonna figure it out. If you just sit back and you just take a time out and you just start thinking like, okay, this and this and this, oh, look what this led up into. It's always a reason. It's always a reason, good or bad. You know, and a lot of times when things that we as human beings consider to be bad happen, is actually for our own good. 100%. Whenever we as human beings consider like something terrible happened to us, and people just take that what happened, and all of a sudden it is happening for our own good, dude. It's happening for our own good. Believe it or not, like whenever you have intentions to go, okay, let me give you a perfect example. If you say, okay, I'm going home, like you're outside and you decide you're in a party or whatever, right? Just an example. You're in a party, you're outdoors in a party, and you say, you know what? That's the time I told my moms, my father, my wife, my husband, my kids, whatever. I told my family that I'm going to be home at this time, a certain time. So you know what? I'm going to be responsible and leave. So now you already, before you get into your car, before you take whatever you're doing, you already have a route that you're going to go to get home. You already have the route in your house. I mean, you already have the route that you're going to take in your head already. You know exactly when you get in your car, you're going to drive this direction, make this turn, make that turn, and get home. But for some reason, you're going home, right? And you might be driving too fast to get home, and you have a flat, your tire, one of your tire popped. You right there on the highway, or you're on the freeway, or on the public street, on the public road, and you just there mad, and you're not thinking like, damn, like why this had to happen now? I was supposed to be home 20 minutes ago. You have to start thinking it's a reason why this tire popped. It's a reason why God don't want me to rush to get home because and the majority of the time for that tire being popped, the majority of the time is that God is preventing you from an accident before you get home. God is preventing you from something way more major that could possibly happen to you on your way home. So he's just giving you a sign to slow down, pause for a second, change this tire, and then continue on your way home at a regular pace. It's a possibility something way worse could happen. You could get into a serious accident, run somebody over, somebody could die. You could, hit an animal, crash the whole car. You could end up hurt really bad. Like so many things could happen. But a lot of people don't see life like that. A lot of people is like, oh my God, why I gotta get a flat tire? Now I have to stop, I have to change this tire. Yes, everybody, because human beings look for the negative out the gate. Human beings look for the negative out the gate. They don't sit back and think about, okay, this is the reason this happened. When you start having faith in God, those type of things comes into your mind. Like every single day, my faith gets stronger into God and his family. Every single day. Me personally, I used to be scared to learn and to change. I'm being real honest. I used to be a scared person to take challenge on to change my life, to become a better person. Because a lot of people say every single day, right, that a lot of people wake up in this world, man, and they know the path that they're currently on is not the right path. So they tell themselves every day, bro, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to do this different. I'm going to do that different. But a year later, they're doing the same thing because they know change comes with a lot of, to make changes, it comes with a lot of headaches. It comes with a lot of stress. It comes with a lot of obstacles. So a lot of people, when they're thinking about the obstacles they have to go through to change themselves into something else, a lot of people back out. They just back out. Seriously, they're just like, you know what? I'm not trying to go through the stress. I'm not trying to go through this trial, this tribulation. I don't want to go through the sleepless night. Listen, I'm just going to stay doing what I'm doing. I'm like the complete opposite because every single day my faith in God and his family gets stronger. So nowadays, dude, like I was telling a friend of mine today, I'm like, listen, I want to challenge myself this year to take a couple of months and learn as much as I can about stock trading, day trading, night trading, afternoon trading, evening, just the whole platform about trading stocks. And he was like, why would you want to do that, Lenny? He was like, that sounds complicated. He was like, do you have any experience doing it? Like, no, I have no experience doing it. But he was like, yeah, he's like, bro, I know somebody who do it and they be doing it for like 8-9 hours a day, and it sounds complicated. It looks complicated. Like, why would you want to go, do this? And I'm like, bro, first of all, you're my boy. You're supposed to tell me go for it. We know each other for too long for you to immediately start with the negativity. Before I'm just telling you my plans and immediately you're starting off with the negative. What if this? What's that? What if that happened? What if this comes? Stop it. You're my boy. You should just tell me like, go for it, dude. Whatever I need you for, whatever I could do for you to help you, just let me know. That's what a real friend. But I know what time it is with certain people, and I don't hang out with people. I just look for what they say. So he didn't mean in a bad way. He just, he told me after, he's Len, don't think this, I mean in a bad way. I got your back. I love you, da. I'm like, no problem. But I was like, next time, like if I come to you with an idea that I want to do something to better my life, support me out the gate. Don't think about the negative part of it. I already know the negative that comes with it. So I don't need to hear from other people. I already know this and this and this and this could happen. But I'm not one of those people that gonna take the negatives and make me stop. Because my faith in God and his family is so strong. I believe in anything that I put my mind towards doing, I can accomplish it. Because I know that God and his family is there watching over me. I just have to get up and put in the work. I know for a fact that I could accomplish it. So I'm telling him, like, listen, I'm trying to go out right now. We're not trying. My intentions is to find a good mentor. And that whole internet, online stuff, social media stuff, it's too many people on the internet or on social media that's thieves, that's straight low down garbage people. So it's very hard to find somebody that's trustworthy on social media or on the internet in general. So my whole thing is to go through the channels, that I know, meaning that to go through the people that I know, that people that I met over the years, that I could call them, ask them, do you know anybody in that field that you know that I could actually work with for a couple of weeks, for a couple of months, whatever it might take me, so I could learn this new skill. That's how I'm going to go through it. But that's me having faith. That's me having unlimited amount of faith in God and his family, knowing that no matter what, as long as I get up and I do the best I can, God and his family is going to help me take care of the rest. That's called faith. And a lot of people don't be having the faith in God and his family to carry them through the difficult times because they don't even try. They don't even make the attempt. Immediately when they start to do something to change their lives, they back out. Not knowing that all it takes is a step at a time every single day. And God and his family got you with the rest. It's called faith. Without faith through life, I'm telling you, it's a big possibility you're going to fail. Without faith in God and his family, it's a huge possibility you're going to fail with anything that you do in life. You could think that I'm talking crazy, but it's reality, dude. You need to have very, very strong faith in God and his family to pull you through, to bring you through whatever you're going through. Your job is to get up every single day and put one foot in front of the other and just push through. That's your job. Push through. If you have to read a lot. If you have to write. Whatever you don't understand, write it down. Whatever you read it 10 times. Write it 10. Like, you just have to do the work. Do it. So people these days give up before they make an attempt to change who they are because they look at the negatives before they even give the idea a chance. You can't go through life like that, dude, because you're always going to stay the same person you are today. You're never going to change. No matter how many times you tell yourself every single day, I'm going to make a change. If you're not willing to go through the trials and tribulation, if you're not willing to go through the sleepless night, if you're not willing to just be stressed, yes, I believe in God. Yes, I have faith, but at the same time, I'm a human being. I know God and his family got me, but still certain days, certain days, something will come up and I will just, for a quick second, I'll be like, oh my God. But then I think, right immediately, I catch myself and I'm like, no. It's okay, Lannie. It's okay. This happens for a reason. This is happening for a reason to you. It's fine. Just keep pushing through and better days is going to come. It might sound crazy, but I'm telling you, man, it works for me. Being a son of God, and I'm pretty sure if you give your life to God, it will work for you as well. If you have faith in God, knowing that without God, nothing is possible, and with God, everything is possible, you will understand what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, let me up this weight, man. Put a little bit of heavier weight on this. If you guys do push-up out there, man, this right here is really good for push-ups, man. It's called the Perfect Push-Ups. It was created by someone in the Marines, in the United States Marine. So support the creator of this. Support the creator. I don't get no money for this, but I'm just saying support. It was created by United States military personnel. Support our United States people, man. Support our United States military personnel, ladies and gentlemen. It's called the Perfect Push-Ups, and it works. It really, really works, dude. Yeah, man, I'm gonna put a little bit of heavier weights. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Up the weights, baby. Up the weights. Ooh. Because I want to do back-to-back sets, get my chest going, you know? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, man, a lot of people in this world fail because they never give themselves a chance to accomplish and have a better life. And I'm a big believer in, I'm a very huge believer in action speaks louder than words. A lot of people may say they want to change their lives, but yet they don't take the steps towards changing their lives. You know, so I always believe in taking the steps, you know. Don't think about how complicated the process is going to be, because that's what holds a lot of people back. They start doubting themselves. They start thinking from the beginning, I'm not going to be able to do this. You know, I never did this before. I never did that before. And, you know, they start looking at the age. Oh, I'm in my late 20s, or I'm in my 30s, and it just holds them back. My thing to people like that is that if you don't start now, when are you planning to start? That's my whole argument to people like that. People who get up every single day and say, listen, bro, I'm going to change my life. You know, I'm going to do this and do that. If you know me, personally, if you know me like on a daily basis, like you know Lannie, that's my name, Lannie. If you know me personally, you will know I'm a person that I'm a human being that's about action. I'm about action. You know, people who really know me know I'm a solid person that everything I say I'm going to do, I do it. I'm like that because I think you have to always hold yourself accountable. I think everybody has to hold himself accountable. If you say something out your mouth that you're going to do, you got to do it. Because if you're constantly talking about stuff you want to do, and you don't do nothing, the people that surround you is going to lose trust in who you are. So I think that's very important that if you say that, if something comes out your mouth and you say it around people, for that, keep things to yourself. If you tell somebody, like I'm saying to you guys right now, that I want by the end of the year, at least, to know as much as I can about stock trading. We're in February. I give myself from now to find me a mentor, somebody I can work closely with, to learn as much as I can about stock trading. By the end of 2025, I should be able to already created an account because I have a stock portfolio. So already have a stock firm that I've been dealing with that is not trading stock, is buying and holding. I have a very good stock portfolio, but I'm holding myself accountable. By the end of 2025, December, I should be able to at least know exactly what I'm doing from 8 o'clock in the morning when the stock market opens to as long as I want to stay trading. If I want to do it for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, if I want to make this into a career, I don't mind staying 6, 7. I don't mind making it a career. But that's my 2025 plan. Because listen, one thing about me I know it's different from a lot of people. I love to learn, dude. I love to learn. And I don't care if you're 5 years old and you know something I don't know, teach me. I am like that, dude. Like, I'm like that. I'm that type of person. Like, I don't care what age you are, dude. I don't care if you're 5 years old. If you know something I don't know and I want to learn what you know, I am willing to listen to that 5-year-old person because I like to learn. I like to know things that I don't know because that's the only how I think and I believe that you could become financially stable in this world. If you, bro, coming from where I'm coming from the bottom with no family members, none of my family members ever had wealth, never had money. My entire family bloodline always been workers, working. My oldest sister, 30 something years, just retired. My other sister worked like my brother, 20 something years for the same, like my entire family, always been working people. And I'm right now, I've just been on the same job for over 10 years. But within the 10 years I've been on that job, I did other jobs, which I was doing security for a couple of years. I did private security. I also opened up my business on Amazon, which I currently have a business on Amazon. I have a clothing brand that's currently on Amazon. If you guys do shop on Amazon, I would appreciate the support. The name of my clothing brand is called Ambrose, which is my last name, Ambross. If you guys do shop on Amazon, I would appreciate the support. Right now, we're in the winter, so I have hoodies for girls, hoodies for guys, unisex t-shirts, and hats. So if you guys do shop on Amazon, I would really appreciate the support. Thank you guys very much. But yes, within those 10 years I've been at that location, at that job, I always look for other ways to make and bring in an income. So that's what's different for me to a lot of people. A lot of people work a job for years and years and years and never ever do nothing different. They stay in that job for 10 years, 20 years, 15, whatever it might be, and they never ever give themselves a chance to do nothing else. That's not who I am. I believe in working and earning an honest paycheck. I believe in earning an honest paycheck, absolutely. But I also want to create financial freedom for myself. I want to give back to my family. I want to show my grandparents, regardless they're not here to celebrate with me, but I want to show my grandparents that they was right about me. My grandmother and grandfather always tell me that I will be the one in my family to change the direction, to change my bloodline, to do something spectacular for my family. So I want to hold myself accountable every day and do the best I can to prove my grandparents right. I want to be the one in my family to give my little nephew an opportunity so they don't go out and do bad things in the streets. They don't go join gangs, become drug addicts. Give them a job, give them an opportunity. I want to be that person in my family. I want to be the person in my family, one of my good friends, kids, give them an opportunity. So to me, The only how for that to happen, I have to be willing to learn every single day as much as I can, as much information that I can take into my brain. I have to take as much as I can. Because if I sit back and just be like, okay, I know everything I need to know, already know. If I knew everything that I need to know at this point in my life, wouldn't I be financially stable? I won't be talking about becoming financially stable. It's common sense. It's common sense. I tell people all the time, it's simple common sense. If I knew everything that I needed to know about life, I would have been financially stable right now. This entire video, the conversation, everything would have been different. I'm talking about becoming financially stable. So you get where I'm going. So for me to become financially stable, I have to learn new things every single day. You guys got it? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. If you're coming from nothing in life, dude, and everything that you know is not taking you to where you need to go in life, is not taking you to the point that I want to get a boat. I like fishing. I want to get my own boat to go fishing eventually. Like to get my, it's things in my life that I want to have, not really want that I'm growing older, so I need it in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. I like fishing. So why should I not do things that eventually I could get me a boat to go out fishing so I don't have to depend on nobody else's boat? I like the beach. Why I am not doing stuff so I could put myself in position to get me a property close to the beach. It's common sense. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. If you want to get things that you see in your dreams, if you want to get things that you know that you're going to need in order for you to have a comfortable life down the road, you have to be willing every single day to get up and learn as much as you can to become a different version of yourself. And me, one thing about me, man, I'm never scared. I am never scared to learn, dude. As I tell you right now, and I said earlier, and I'm going to say it again, I will sit in a classroom with a 5-year-old kid, with a 5-year-old person teaching me, while I sit in a class, listening to that person, 5 years old, taking notes, reading, writing, listening to that 5-year-old. Because that 5-year-old person knows something I don't know, and I'm willing to learn from them. The biggest problem in society these days, everybody wants to be right. If everybody's right, nobody's going to learn nothing new. If you think you're right, if you think what you're doing is okay, if you think like, you have to be willing to learn, man. It's for people that's at the bottom, doing what it takes to come up to make it to the top. That's one of the biggest things that's 100% that you have to do. You have to get up every day and be willing to learn to become a different person. Because just saying you want to change and saying you want to do things differently, that's all talk. Talk is cheap. You know, the actions is where is going to lead you into freedom. You know, and true freedom is becoming financially stable. Because when you are financially stable, a lot of things could come into place. I'm not sitting here saying that money is everything. Absolutely not. Money is printed. You know, money is printed. The things that God gives to you, which is the feeling of loving someone else, the feelings of caring about someone else, the feelings of knowing that you could be grateful to someone else. The fact that God gives you vision, that's way more important than money. The fact that God gives you hearing, that's way more important than money. The fact that God gives you the ability that you can walk, you have 2 strong legs that you can walk. The fact that God gives you the ability so you can taste, you have a tongue to taste. You know, the fact that God gives you the ability to smell, you have a nose that works. Those things, the fact that God gives you the ability, you have hands to move things, bathe, so those things are a trillion times more important than money. The fact that God gives you life every day, it's way, way more valuable than any type of money. Money is printed on a machine. But my whole thing is money plays a big role in our lives in towards transitioning into becoming happy. All of those things that I mentioned that God gave us for free, those things you have to be very grateful every single day for those things. But with a little bit of money, all of those things with a little bit of money will make your life so much, so much better, so much more comfortable. With a little money, you can help way more people. You can reach way more people than just the people in your community. See, I'm having a conversation with you people right now. And with a little bit of financial gain, that if I make a little bit of financial gain, my audience will become wider. My audience will become European people. My audience will be in Asia. My audience will be in Africa. My audience will be in the Caribbean. My audience, my reach will be way broader with a little bit of money backing me. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. It's not about money. I'm not talking about money is everything, having money. No, it makes life better for you when you have financial stability. It makes things better because you could reach a wider audience that you can actually impact and help and do as much that you can under the watch eyes of God and His family, of course. Always under the watch eyes of God and His family. Because everything that I do every single day, I make God and His family a part of my plans. I make God and His family a part of everything that I do. Because with God and His family, a part of my decision making, I make wise decisions. I make wiser decisions. And I tell people all the time, like, if you know that God and His family is there and being a part of you every day, you're going to think about things before you do it. Because a lot of people react before they think, especially when people get upset. Getting upset is one of the easiest ways that you could ruin a lot of things for your life. Getting seriously upset and not being able to control your composure, it could ruin a lot. It could ruin a lot. And listen, once again, I'm sitting here telling you, man, I took years of anger management. So I'm not sitting here telling you fairy tale stories about other people's lives. I took anger management for years. So I'm one of those people that know I get triggered fast, but I control myself. Now I could be like, okay, you know what? If I'm out and about and someone will say something disrespectful to me, my first thing to do is just walk away. Instead of standing there or sitting there and getting into a back and forth with somebody else, my first thing to do is to leave, because I truly know what I'm capable of. I respect myself enough and I know what I'm capable of doing. So I always immediately, let me just leave, because to me it's not worth it. Tomorrow is another day. Those are the things I think about immediately. Let me just leave this in the hands of God and His family. And some people might say, oh, don't. Some people might say, like, dude, if somebody really says something bad to you, disrespectful, say something about your mother, say something like really disrespectful, listen, words are cheap. As long as you don't put your hands on me, in no way, shape, or form, you could say whatever you want out your mouth. We're in the United States. It's free speech. We are in the United States. It's free speech, and you're free to say whatever you want to say. Whatever comes out your mouth, that's how you feel. Good for you. Go for it. Go for it. Don't let nobody words trigger you into doing something that could possibly ruin days, weeks, months, years of your life. Don't let nobody trigger you into doing none of those things. Keep your composure. Stay mellow. If you're getting too hot, leave. Leave. Because overreacting, over anger, a lot of bad things could happen for you, man. A lot. So just always keep that in mind, man. Yeah, let me load up the ball, man. Put another plate on there. Oh. Guys, I love to work out. This is a lot of people have different type of hobbies, but this is my favorite hobby. See, like when I looked into stream people that does streaming for a living. Like there's a lot of people that literally do streams every single day and they make money off it. They make really good money off it, dude. But the majority of these people that streaming every day that's making good money, they all doing the video game stuff. A lot of these guys and girls, streaming, just playing video games for hours upon hours. I can't do that. Like, I'm not a gamer. I've never been a gamer. My favorite game, I don't even have a favorite game, dude. I really don't. I used to love Need for Speed, shit like that. I used to like car racing games, but I'm really never been a gamer. So anyway, my point is I like doing the streams, like which I'm doing right now, but I wanted to just do it while I work out because I love working out. It's everybody has different hobby. If you like playing video games, stream while you're playing video games, good for you. So I'm like, I'm gonna do something while it's stream that I actually like a lot, which is lifting weights. So I like lifting weights. So I'm like, you know what? I could stream and lift weights and I could do this for hours. I swear, like if this right here, this what I'm doing right now, like it gets to a wider audience and like it could become something that I could do and create a stream, like to create like revenue off of this, because this is really nothing. Having a conversation, just lifting weights and just, that's to me, that's regular. It's regular, dude. But that's something I used to be scared of. I used to be scared. I thought about doing this for over a year. I thought about doing this. And I never thought, like every day I used to be like, damn, what am I going to talk about? Like every day I have to come up with ideas. And now I'm doing it. None of these things pops into my head. Like I don't think about what I have to say. No, I just come, work out, and just have a conversation. Like I don't even read the phone comments and stuff, nothing, because I'm just coming here and just talking, saying how I feel, saying what's on my heart. Just that's about it. I'm a simple person, but if once again, God willing, not if, God willing, this could reach a broader and a wider audience base, it could become something. I don't mind doing it, dude. I feel good doing streams. I'll be honest with you. I feel real good. And plus I'm doing it, I'm working out while I'm doing it. I'm really loving the fact that I'm working out, lifting weights, and it's a win-win. It's a win-win for me. Having to talk and lift weights, it's all win for me, man. But yeah, let me put this 225 on my chest and then we continue the conversation, man. Ooh. Yep, bring up. Yep. Always, lately, I've been hearing people saying that if you could do 10 reps of 225, you actually you made it. Naturally, though. Naturally. Seriously, I heard 1% of people that's natural could lift 225 pounds for 10 reps. And I don't know if that's true. I don't know where they found out that's the way it is, but I'm just going by what I hear on the internet and social media. And once again, you could never take word for word from anything you hear on social media or on the internet. You can never ever trust nothing that comes from the internet, man. You have to make sure you get your source right, and you always have to use allegedly. Always. You'll never have nobody build a case against you when you're talking about somebody else that you see some story on social media about someone else, and you want to put your own 2 cents in there. Before you put your 2 cents in to anything that's related to people in a hurtful way, always use alleged. Allegedly, you can get sued because allegedly you're not 100% about the story. You heard the story, so allegedly, this is what I heard. So keep that in mind. So you keep yourself away from lawsuits. Seriously, the internet is one of the worst source of news. So Mr. Donald Trump called it fake news. The internet is nothing but fake news every day. Seriously, fake news. I got a YouTube channel too with Mr. President Trump. It's called Daily Topics 527. Man, that man is fascinating, incredible. To me, that man is a very fascinating man. I sent a video earlier where he was talking, taking questions from the media. He told one guy, he said, "You're very rude. I don't even know why the network, I'm not going to mention the network, but he said the network you work on, the network you work for, should be embarrassed. They should fire you." He said, "You're an embarrassment to that network." He said, "You're very, very rude. Sit down." He told the man, "Sit down, give the mic away, give someone else the mic." Then a girl, I guess, who works in the White House, she came and she grabbed the mic from the guy. Wait, listen. You could say whatever you want about President Donald J. Trump. That man to me is a fascinating man. He's a businessman, dude. He's not a politician. He's not a politician. His whole thing, let's make a deal. What can you do for me? That's his whole thing. He's a businessman to the core. It's not about what can I do for you? What can we do for each other? Let's make a deal right now. And any country in this world within the next 4 years that want to do business with the United States, you better come correct. You better come correct. Because Mr. Donald J. Trump, our great United States president, he's a businessman. He's not a politician. This politics thing is okay. He's a politician, he's in the White House, but Mr. Trump is a businessman, dude, for years of his life, from since he was a little kid. He grew up in the business world. So at heart, he knows how to negotiate for the best for himself. He knows how to negotiate on the behalf of the United States. He knows that. He knows his negotiating skills with business is insane. It's insane, dude. You know, so he knows the ins and outs. So a man like him, to me, he's a very interesting man. I don't care how anybody feels about him. To me, I think he's very interesting. I like the way he goes back and forth with the media. Fake news. And he don't back down. He don't like you. He don't like you. Simple and plain. How can you hate a man like that? He tells it as it is. He don't like you. He don't like you, dude. Simple and plain. If you go against him, he has no problem getting even. He gets even where he makes sure he gets you back where he's gonna hurt you, dude. Insane, dude. Insane. Mr. President Trump is taking security clearance from people left and right. The security details he's taking away from people left and right. Not on my watch. You're not going to get the United States tax-paying dollars to pay for your security. You better get money to pay your own security. Not as long as I'm a president. Sick. And listen, this man to me is a very interesting man. Hate him or love him, I think he's amazing. I think he's amazing, dude. I think he's an amazing human being. Simple and plain. And salute to our great president, Mr. Donald J. Trump. So God bless you wherever you at this evening. I'm in New York State, so it's like after 9 or something. It's close to like 10 o'clock. But wherever you at, Mr. Trump, to you and your family, sir, have a good evening, good night. God bless you and your family, sir. And once again, salute to you, sir. Yeah, man. That's a man right there that knows how to win. He just got a lawsuit from Facebook for like $25 million, allegedly. Allegedly. Our great president, Mr. Donald J. Trump, just received a settlement from Facebook for over $25 million, allegedly. He knows how to collect. He'll sue you immediately. I love this man. He hits you where it hurts, your pocket. All of these fake news networks, Mr. Trump sued them left and right, allegedly. He sues them. You wanna slander my name? You wanna talk bad about me? Guess what happens? I'm gonna sue you, allegedly. How you don't love a man like that? He's a businessman. He's a businessman. Let's go, baby. Those 2 sets back to back feel good. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it up though. I'm gonna do some incline. It's good amount of flat bench. Switch it up to some incline dumbbells. Ooh. Ooh. That felt good, bro. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what I was talking from the beginning, guys. This topic tonight is about the difficulties of people actually making changes and the reason why they don't change. You know, and I think everybody out there that's going through something in their life right now, which is a lot of people that's going through turmoil, you know, going through headaches, going through pain, going through whatever sorrow, you know. My first advice to you, my first thing I would say to you, don't regret your life. Don't regret nothing in your life. Don't regret your past. Don't regret what you did yesterday. Don't regret what you did earlier today. You know, if you really want to make a change, don't start with regretting things that you have done. Embrace your past. Embrace what happened and learn. Make everything that you feel, make everything that you feel up to this point, make everything that you actually feel in your heart up to this point in your life that you feel that is holding you back, that you feel that you did, that if you had the time to do it differently, you would have did it differently, but just learn from things. Don't run away from what happened. Learn from it and make what happened strengthen you. And you have to realize, as I said earlier, man, that making a change is not going to be easy, dude. It's not. But you have to have the ultimate faith in God and His family to know that you can pull through. That if you have the ultimate faith, He's going to give you the strength that you need every single day. No matter, some days you'll wake up tired. But if you make the effort to put one foot in front of the other, I promise you, you might start off the day tired. But once you start, you're going to find the strength. You're going to find the courage you need to keep going. This stuff happens to me all the time. Like, days I get up, I leave. By the time I come back home, I still have stuff to do. And some days I come to the weight room, like where I'm at right now, and I'm, dude, you think I don't be tired? Before I get on the treadmill, you think I don't be tired? But I'm like, listen, I know I have to take this run. I know I have to get on the treadmill and run, and it's for the better of my future. So yes, I'm tired. Yes, I don't want to do this, but I know I have to do it. So once I get on that treadmill, the first minute will be the hardest for me. That's 60 seconds. The first 60 seconds is the hardest for me. And those are the days that I'm down. Those are the days so that doesn't happen to me every day. But once in a while, that do happen to me. And those are the times that I say to myself, like, listen, man, I don't want to do this. My body hurts. I'm tired. But I know I have to do it for the better of my life. So I will get on that treadmill. And the first minute, it will bother me. But after that 60-second pass, little by little, I start building the strength to just keep going. Next thing you know, 20 minutes pass and I'm going. 25 minutes pass, I'm going. 30 minutes pass, I'm going. And I'm sweating, but I'm keep going. The tiredness goes out the window. You understand? So just like the weight room, like right now I'm in the weight room, and before I came here, I want to be here right now. Like, I'm happy being here. I'm happy, but some days, like, I'll come home and I'm like, damn, like, I had a long day. Like, I don't want to lift weights, but then once again, I'm like, no, I made a promise to myself that I'm going to do a live stream Monday to Friday to give updates on what I'm doing until the end of June. And if comes the end of June and, something become of what I've been doing with my streams, if my audience becomes wider, if I'm reaching a bigger audience, if I'm reaching a bigger community, I could keep this going for a long time. If that's actually after the end of June, when my challenge is over, if this could become something that I could actually become a financial gain for me, why stop? So I tell myself every day, I'm like, I have to do it. No matter how I feel, Monday to Friday, I have to get on the stream. I have to get on the treadmill. I have to get to the weight room. I have to do those things. So just to the people out there, just always know that it's going to come with obstacles. When you set out to change who you are today, when you set out to change to become a different version of yourself, it's going to come with a lot of obstacles. But you have to know, man, you have to push through the obstacles because you're doing this for the better of your life. You're doing this to become a better person. You're doing this to become a better version of you. So you have to know right then, you have to push through those bad days. The tough days when you don't want to do it, but like, you got to remind yourself that, why am I doing this? Once you tell yourself that, listen, I'm doing this for this reason. I told you guys my reason for what I'm doing every single day. My reasons is to prove my grandparents right. So that's why every single day I have to be willing to learn something new. Because in my heart, the things that I'm going to learn that I don't know, it's what's going to change my life. The things that I already know from now, the things that I already learned up to this point, yes, I learned a lot of valuable lessons, which I keep inside of me, which I keep in my heart, which I'm working with every single day. But if I could learn something new and put what I learned new with what I already have within me, I could become a different person. I could become a financially stable person. I could become financially stronger. where I could actually start helping more people, where I could start actually building this business, where I can actually start giving my family an opportunity to, like, that's how I look at life. So everything I'm doing right now is for the better of my life and to prove to my grandparents that they was right. So every day, my grandparents is a part of my mentality. I think about them all the time, regardless they're not, I can't see them. I know they're there watching over me because since I was born, they raised me. So I know my grandmother, my grandfather always watches over me every day. I don't feel like talking about it because it gets me really emotional, but thank you, Grandma. Thank you, Grandpa. Thanks very much. But that's why, that's why I have to do it. Whoever is out there that's willing to get up and change their lives, find a reason that means a lot to you. And the reason I said that, to find a reason that means a lot to you, because the days that you don't want to do something and doing that specific thing, you're doing it for the better of your life. And some days is going to come when you're tired, when you're just fed up, when like you don't want to do nothing. Those days are going to come. Those days are going to come, and it's going to come a lot. So when those days come, you have to rely on, why am I doing this? What's the reason I'm doing this right now? Who am I doing this for? The reason has to be bigger than you. Your reason has to be bigger than you, dude, because this cannot just be me. I'm a normal human being like everybody else. And me carrying my grandparents in my memory every single day, me carrying my grandparents in my heart every day, makes me want to do better every single day with my life. The morals that I have right now, the morals that I carry through in my life is the morals that I learned from my grandparents as a little kid. The things that I carry in my life right now was be respectful, be kind, help people, love God, be loyal, be respectful. Those are things that I was taught by my grandparents. I didn't have to go to school to learn that from teachers. Those are things that I was taught from home, from my grandparents. A lot of parents these days expect the kids to learn those type of discipline and those type of morals from a school teacher. It's never going to work. Those type of morals and lessons supposed to be taught by your family, by your loved ones, by your parents. And nowadays, as an 8 out of 10 little kids, they're learning everything they know from social media, from TV, from the movies, from the internet. Very rare a parent will take the time out to read a little kid a book before they go to sleep. My grandparents used to do it. Very rare now. That's why in the United States, the level of reading is so bad, because a lot of kids is being raised by social media. A lot of kids are being raised by the internet. A lot of kids are being raised by the movies. Who is my hero? My heroes are my grandparents. Those are my superheroes. Being honest. Those are my heroes. My ultimate hero is God. Absolutely. My ultimate hero is God. But my grandparents is always going to be near and dear to my heart, because they teach me everything that I know today. And the lessons they taught me, the lessons that they teach me from back then, the lessons that I learned from my grandparents, who carry me through life forever. This life, the next life, the next life. You need something bigger to keep you pushing, to keep you going, to get you through the tough days. You need something big, because it's not easy, man. It's not. If you're relying just on your strength and to push through bad days and tough days is going to be really hard for you for a long time. So me, I'm telling you what I use to carry through when I'm having a bad day. I just think about my grandparents and why I'm doing this. Like my why is super strong. Like the reason for everything that I do is super strong is that I'm doing it to prove my grandparents that they was right about me, that I could be the one that actually could change my family's lives. So you have to figure out, what's your why. You have to figure it out, man. Oh. Let's go, man. Do some incline, do 4-5 sets, and call to wrap this up, Let's push. Oh, yeah. Oh. That's only how, that you're going to make it in this world, man, because you know how easy it is, bro, to do bad. It is so easy, man, to just give up and just be like, yo, bro, this is too complicated. This is too hard for me. Like, I can't keep doing this no more. Like, you know how easy it is, bro, to just be like, I'm done. I'm out. Especially when you're grown. Like, little kids don't really be having the option to really quit that fast. Because you'll have a little kid you'll have a little kid that's probably in soccer. And the little kid doesn't like soccer, but that kid doesn't have a choice because that kid parents want that kid to become something in life. So they're going to continue to bring them to the soccer practice. They're going to continue to bring them to the games. And to the parents, they're hoping and praying that eventually that little kid is going to grow into liking soccer. Or any sport. I'm just saying any sport. I'm just using soccer as an example. Football, American football, whatever. So, eventually the parents' hopes is to have that kid love playing soccer. So at that point, that kid don't really have a choice in the matter because the parents are going to wake them up. The parents are going to pack their bags, the soccer stuff in the bag. Parents is going to tell them get dressed, get in the car, drive them to soccer practice, regardless if they like it or not. But when you get to adult stage, when you're making your own money, you're living by yourself, you're paying your own bills, it is way easier to be like, whenever you see something or you're involved in something that's not taking you to the direction you want to go, it is super duper easy to be like, I'm done. I'm done. You know how many people that join the gym on the first of the year, and within the first 3 weeks, let's say by February, they're done. The gym is empty again, And it's because the reason for that is that it's so easy as an adult to quit. It is super duper easy for an adult to be like, yo, I'm done with this. I tried this, it's not working. I don't like doing this. I'm out. You will be a obese person. You're like, okay, let me join the gym, and you're in the gym for the first 2 weeks and you're expecting to see results. Like, what the heck? I'm in the gym 2 weeks. I'm working out 5 days a week and I'm not seeing a result. And you're like, forget about this. Everything, trust me, every single day, whenever you're doing something for the better of your life, every single day you're making progress. If every day you take the time out, and no matter how much of a small step you take towards doing something for the better of yourself, always, always, always know it matters. and you're working towards what eventually is going to come that you need in life. But people don't look at it like that. People look for it for the right away. Like, I'm going to join the gym and immediately I'm going to lose 100 pounds. Bro, it is so easy to gain 100 pounds by eating garbage. You could gain 100 pounds, I say 6 months. 6 to 8 months, you could gain 100 pounds. It's probably less. If you're eating junk food 2, 3 times a day, probably it takes 5, 6 months and you could gain 100 pounds. To lose 100 pounds of body fat, it's way harder because now the food that you ate to gain the 100 pounds that you want to lose, you got to completely stop. So now you have to go on a strict diet. You have to completely go the opposite way of the food that made you obese. So now you have to go the opposite direction of eating clean food, eating like your vegetables, like, like eating protein, like, leaving all of the greasy, fatty, all of the sodium filled food. You have to leave those alone. All of the processed stuff, you have to leave it alone. So changing your diet alone is complicated. And that's where it first starts. It starts from you changing your diet. But my whole point is to say this. It's super easy for adults to just snap the finger and stop doing things that matters. That's why a lot of people don't never accomplish the change that they're ultimately looking for, because they give up immediately when they think it's not working. I'm here to tell you, and I want to be an example. I want to be an example for people. So that's why it's so important to me that I continue doing the stream, because I think there's something that I have that I could offer the world. And to me, when I get off stream, right, when I be doing the streams and I get off, I don't really take personal the views and stuff like that, because those things eventually will come. I just think that I just appreciate the fact that I'm always being myself. Everything that I do, I'm always myself. I'm not coming here or lying and saying stuff. No, I'm always myself. And the stories I tell is my stories 100%. The things I say, it's all me. I don't say stuff that from other people. Like, no. I'm talking honestly from everything that I know within myself. You know what I mean? So I think being yourself is very important. And regardless, you being yourself, if one person like you for you, that one person that like you, show them gratefulness. Thank you. That's why I say every day, first and foremost, I thank God and His family for my life. But anybody that take the time out to watch me on stream, anybody, I am very appreciative. I'm very grateful, because these days is so many things that you can watch. It's so many things that could distract you in this world. It's so many things out there that could distract you from what really matters. So if one person actually take the time out to actually listen to your message, and one person take the time out to hang out with you and just listen to you and watch you work out, or watch you eat as you talk, or watch you tell a story, or if one person take the time out to do that, man, you can't be unappreciative. You can't, dude. You gotta be grateful, dude. Ooh, what? Picking up that weight with one hand. It's like 1,000 pounds. Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. Hey, hey. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh. Ooh. Guys, get up and get to it, man, because every day you delay, as harder it becomes. So anything that you want to do in this world, get up and start today. Give it a try, give it a shot. Don't hold yourself back by thinking negative. Don't hold yourself back by thinking that you can't, by having negative thoughts, by convincing yourself you can't do it from your negative thoughts. Don't do that. Don't do it, man. Always the man that created the light bulb. I heard this man had countless other inventions that failed. Countless other inventions, man, that failed. But for some reason, he never stopped. And because of that man, we have light bulbs. So I don't remember the gentleman's name, but I always think about that story. Whenever I hear that story, I always like, yo, it's amazing. It's amazing, man. Resilience. When you're a resilient person, I think it really, really pays off, because resilient people always make it, bro. A resilient person mentality is to never give up. So I'm one of those people, dude. I stay resilient every day. My mentality, my attitude is to never stop, bro. I don't care how many people think my idea is trash. I don't care how many people don't support me. I don't care, and because the main support that I need in life is from God and his family. So as long as I know I have the full support of God and his family watching over me, being by my side, then nothing is going to stop me, dude. Because I'm a true believer in resiliency pays off. Resiliency pays off because on your way up, on your way to becoming a better version of yourself, if you're not resilient, I'm sorry, you're not going to make it. You're not, dude. If your mentality is not to be like, listen, I don't care, rain, sun, hail, snow, I don't care what's the weather, I don't care who shows up, I don't care who watches. If your mentality is not about just keep going and going and going and going, if you don't have that resilient mentality, you're not going to make it, man. You're not going to make it. You're not. Just be ready to get rolled over and be willing to get up. You get rolled over, just know, okay, stay on the ground for a little while, go through the pain, go through, cry if you need to cry, but you need to get back up and just keep pushing, bro. Because I've done seen it happen around me a lot with people I know personally that gave up and went back to settling for somebody they did the best. Not the best, but they attempted to run away from, and they went back being that person and they never moved forward in life. I know people like that literally made an attempt to better themselves, to become better version of themselves. And the hard days come. They get spoken about negative. They get said, somebody say no to them when they're hoping that person say yes. When they get setbacks after setbacks after setbacks. I know a lot of people that cave, that be like, yo, listen, this is not worth it. You got to know it's worth it because it's a reason you want to change your life. So you have to know whatever comes, whatever obstacles comes in front of you, you got to know it's worth it, or 100% is worth it, because if it wasn't worth it, you would have never, ever started from the beginning. If you start something, you got to follow through. You got to do it, because going back to something that you're doing, that's going back to something that you know, that's not going to lead you into the promised land. It's like committing suicide. It's committing suicide very slowly. Living a life that's never going to get you to your true potentials in life is like living a slow death. You're dying slow every single day. because you know in your heart, in your mind, that the life you're living right now is never going to get you to your full potentials. It's never going to get you there. So why not fight the battles to get to where you want to go? Me, I'm going to keep fighting the battles to learn as much as I can to get where I need to be at in life. My challenge this year, and if you guys are out there watching the stream, if you guys know somebody trustworthy that can contact me, and I'm going to look into them regardless of before money and all of that stuff involved, I'm looking for a mentor that can mentor me for a couple of days, weeks, months, that can mentor me in the right direction, in the right way, put me on the right path to becoming a legitimate stock trader. I'm talking about a day trader. Once the Wall Street opened at 8 o'clock in the morning, I could start trading. In the afternoon and the night, I just want to start. But before I start, I want to have a mentor that's, I know for a fact that person is helping me, and they're helping me with everything, with all the knowledge, and everything is coming from their heart. It's not about just money to that person. It's about, yes, they're doing something, they're doing a service and they're getting paid for the service, but they have to be doing it with good intentions. Because me personally, when I help people, I don't want nothing in return. I'm one of those people. Like, if you always looking for a return when you help somebody out in life, I'm sorry to say, you're never going to get to where you need to go in life. It's just a fact. You have to do things kind with your heart without wanting any return from people. You have to. But when coming to a business, if you're doing a business, you're selling a service, no problem. But at the same time, you have to know, listen, I'm not selling a service just to rip people off and just to take their money. I'm selling a service to somebody that actually that service I'm selling made me financially stable, made my family financially stable. And now I'm giving back to people who really wants to learn and who really wants to change their lives. So if you guys know somebody out there like that, I am looking for a mentor that could really teach me the ins and outs of trading stocks. Not just options. I'm talking about in every which way, shape, and form when coming to trading stocks. I'm looking for a mentor that I can work with for, it could turn from days to weeks to months. I'm willing to learn as much as I can to become an efficient stock trader. So if you guys are out there watching the streams and you could connect me to the right people, I would be very grateful. All of my information is on the chat, on my bio on this channel. My email, my contact number, like all of these things is on my bio in this channel. You could contact me and I will be very grateful, because I'm looking for somebody to actually do and work with. That's my goals for 2025, is to learn as much as I can when coming to trading stocks. So if you are out there, ladies and gentlemen, and you want to do something to change your life, get up, be willing to learn, be willing to get up and commit yourself to learning. If you have to read a book, read a book. If you have to write, listen, get up and be willing to learn something you don't know. That's the only how we can change the direction we're currently going. Because if we knew everything already, we would have everything that we need. If you're out there and you're somebody like me who knows there is way more things in this world that I could actually put my hands on, if you know that there is more in this world that you can do with your life and you're not willing to settle for where you're at right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The most important thing that you have to do and I have to do is be willing to learn. I'm 100% committed to learning every single day. If you out there and you're looking to change your life, be committed to learning. Don't be ashamed to learn something from someone else. Don't be embarrassed for someone else to teach you something that you don't know, because you're in your 30s, because you're in your 40s, because you're in your 50s, and somebody who is 18 is teaching you something that you don't know. Don't be embarrassed. I will learn from a 5-year-old person. If that 5-year-old person is knowledgeable, if that 5-year-old person have the knowledge to teach me what I need to know that I don't know, I am willing to learn from that 5-year-old human being. I'm telling you, people out there, that's the only how you can change your life, is be open and be willing to learn. No other way. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's do it, baby. Ooh, 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 oh man. It was fun, guys. This time I spend on the stream every day is fun. Get my workout in. Just have a good conversation at the same time, So I hope after this stream I could actually change someone's life. I could actually, help somebody make a decision that they was having a hard time making. And, hopefully my intentions are always good. So to everybody out there, just always know my intentions are always good towards everybody. You guys have to believe in God, have faith in God, and go towards your dreams. Go towards your dreams, man, and don't take shortcuts. I don't mention shortcuts because if you're a godly person, if you say you love God, you should know automatically you can't take shortcuts. When you're on your way up, when you're fighting and struggling to become a different version of yourself, to become a better version of yourself, don't take shortcuts. I don't mention it because, once again, I think it's self-explanatory that if you say you're a godly person, if you know in your heart that you're a godly person, that you believe in God, that you believe in doing what's right, you believe in treating people the way you want to be treated, you should know you don't burn no bridges on your way up. You don't. You don't take advantage of nobody on your way up, because on your way up is temporary for you. People who work towards bettering their lives, that every single day you're saying that you want to better your life and become a better version of yourself, but yet you're doing and you're participating in taking advantage of others to become successful. You're involved in taking advantage of others to better yourself. I got news for people like you out there, people that willing to participate in hurting others for the better of themselves. I have a little bit of news. I don't know, it could be breaking news. I have a little bit of breaking news for you guys. It's never going to work. It's never going to work. It's never, ever, ever. You're willing to burn bridges to make yourself look better. You're willing to burn bridges to become a better version of yourself. It's never going to work, dude. It's never. The people that's willing to work with you every single day. That's why I said earlier, and I say things in different forms. The one person that could be looking at the stream right now, I am super grateful to that one person. The one person that will leave a comment on the stream, I am very, very grateful. I'm very thankful that you guys even acknowledge that I'm on live stream. I'm super duper thankful to that one person. It could be one, two, whomever. I'm super thankful. So for me to sit here on this live stream while I lifting weights and be disrespectful to the people that's actually watching the stream will make me straight garbage. This is what you will call burning bridges on your way up. If I will sit here and don't show gratefulness to the people that's actually leaving me a comment, to the people that's actually watching the stream, if I will sit here and belittle and talk bad about these people, that's the definition of burning bridges. I always have to make sure the people that's leaving a comment, the people that's watching, I have to constantly make sure I tell these people how grateful I am, because they will be the reason. If I reach a wider audience, the people who was there from the beginning is the reason I kept climbing every single day. That's what you call burning bridges. When the people that supported you from day one, all of a sudden, you're growing. Why is you're growing? The people from day one, to you, they don't matter no more. The people from day one always have to matter forever, forever and ever and ever. Because those are the people that first seen what you had in you. Those are the first people that actually gave you a shot. Those are the first people that actually opened their ears to listen to what came out your mouth. So now you have a whole big audience of people listening to what's coming out your mouth. How dare you forget the people who was there from the beginning? How dare you talk bad about the people who was there from the beginning? Now you have hundreds of thousands of people watching. Why would you forget about the first 5 people, the first one person, the first 2 people that actually gave you a chance? You never forget those people, dude. So you never burn bridges. You never ever burn bridges on your way up. Never. Because you're never going to work out. Even when you get to the top, you're going to come down way faster than you make it up there. And for you to come back up, it's going to take 10 times harder for you to come back up. So I don't sit here and talk about taking shortcuts, because common sense will tell people, if you're a godly, loving person, you should not ever take advantage of others for your own gains in life. If you're a godly, loving person, if you're a God-loving human being, you should know you have to treat people the way you want to be treated. If you're a God-loving person, you should know taking advantage of others for your own selfish gains is a sin. It's never going to get you to where you need to be at in life. It matters. You can't use others to get ahead. You can't take advantage of others to get ahead. The more you help out other people with a genuine heart, the faster you will get to your destination in life. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to take my word for it, but it's a fact. The more you do generous and kind stuff from your heart, from within your body for others, is the faster you climb the success ladder in life. The faster you will get to your destination. The key to life, and as God's kid, as God's son, the key to life is by giving back more than what you receive. When you're at a job, no matter how much you don't like that job, don't just be at that job doing what you get paid to do. Hear me out. A lot of people say, no, you crazy. The boss don't care. The people who you're working for, they don't give a crap. You're just a number to them. Once again, if you are a God-loving person, you should know that everything you do in life should not be based on money. You could tell me if I'm wrong. If you're a God-loving human being, you should know that everything you do in life should not, absolutely not, be based on money. Money is printed on machines every day by different governments all around the world. Money is a paper that's printed on a machine every day. So you should know, as a God-loving person, there's a lot of things that you're going to have to do in your life that's not going to be based on a piece of paper that's printed. If you don't do things from the kindness of your heart, for others. If you don't do things from the kindness of your heart that will benefit others, just always know you're not. It's going to take you way longer to achieve your goals. It's very important when you're on your way up the ladder of success. It's very important when you're on your way up to becoming a better version of yourself that you help out as much people as you can from the kindness of your heart, not to help out for financial gains. No, I'm talking about help out from the kindness of your heart by helping an elderly woman cross the road, by you taking the time out to help an elderly lady or elderly gentleman in the supermarket carry their bag, by you seeing a little kid and the little kid don't have money, his moms or his dad don't have money to buy them a candy, and they're looking at the candy, you take and you buy the candy for the kid. Those little simple gestures will make your life 100 times better, faster than you would think. I'm just relaying a message from God to you guys. Simple message. On your way up, no matter how much you think that you're struggling, no matter how bad you think that you're currently doing right now, just always know there is people that's doing way, way, way worse than you are. So always keep in mind, yes, I want to change my life, and I don't even have the money I need right now, but I have money. I'm working. I have what I need right now. I want to have more because I want to help out more people. But don't take that and make it not want you to help somebody else by buying someone some food, by seeing a mother in the gas station paying with change, and you have your last $20 in your pocket and not offering to give her at least $10 for gas, and you're seeing her with her kids in the car. Don't pass judgment on nobody. No matter if they're doing drugs with their money, no matter if they're drinking alcohol with them, don't pass judgment. Just help from the kindness of your heart. Just do it from the kindness of your heart. Don't judge. Don't, oh, this person don't. No, do it from the kindness of your heart. You're in a gas station, in your supermarket, and you see a mother with kids, and she don't have the money to finish paying for the groceries, but you have the last $10 in your pocket, and she needs $8. Give the $8 and stay with the $2. Those are the blessings that we need to grow, to become better human beings. You need God. We all need God. We need God, because without God, nothing is possible. Without the love, the caring, the guidance from God and his family, nothing is possible. So for you out there, if you're struggling today, just always remember there's somebody that's doing way worse than you are. Always help as much as you can from your heart. Don't help for nothing in return. Help from your heart as much as you can. I'm going to do one more set, guys. And before I end the video, I want to take the time to say to our great United States President, Mr. Donald J. Trump, sir, I salute you. May God bless you and your family, Mr. Trump. Whatever you're doing, sir, stay safe, safe travels, and you have a good night. So everybody out there in the United States, may God bless us all. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, have a good night, have a good evening, have a good morning, wherever you're at in the country. We have different time zones. So all the women, men around the world, God bless, stay safe, always remain positive, and always make God and his family a part of your decision making to everybody all around the world. Always make God and his family a part of your daily routine. Always make God and his family a part of your life. And always believe in God, and always do what's right in the eyes of God and his family. Come up with a plan, have patience every single day. Do the best you can. Take small little steps. Do the best you can to accomplish your dreams. Don't take shortcuts. Just always know you have the backing of God and his family. Just keep pushing through. Eventually, you're going to get there. I'm pushing through every day. I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel in my own journey, but I promise you, I know that the light at the end of the tunnel, eventually I'm going to see that light. So I want you to also have the same faith. And no matter what you're going through today, just don't take shortcuts to get through it. Just keep fighting. Keep doing what's right. Keep helping out people. You know, keep fighting, man. Ooh. Ooh. Yep, bring him up. Yep, bring him up. Let's go. Two more. Ooh. Ooh. Guys, take care. Always keep banging, man. You see the chest. Nice little pump today, bro. See the chest, though. Always keep banging, baby.